Imagine a city hidden in the mist, 2,430 meters above sea level, no wheels, no iron, no steel, no mortar, and yet it has stood for nearly 600 years. Earthquakes strike, the stones tremble, and then they settle back into place. Why was a city like this built on the summit of the Andes in the 15th century? Was it a royal retreat? A sacred sanctuary? An astronomical observatory? Or something humanity still does not fully understand? Today, we're exploring Machu Picchu through scientific evidence, historical research, and finally, its spiritual dimension. To understand Machu Picchu, we first need to understand the Inca Empire. In the 15th century, the Inca Empire stretched roughly 4,000 kilometers along the western coast of South America, from present-day Ecuador to northern Chile. At its height, it governed between 10 and 12 million people and constructed more than 40,000 kilometers of roads across some of the most extreme terrain on Earth. They had no written alphabet, no wheeled transport systems, no iron or steel tools, and yet they built cities in the clouds. Machu Picchu is widely believed to have been constructed between 1430 and 1450, under the reign of the Inca Emperor Pachacuti, the ruler who dramatically expanded the empire. But its location is anything but ordinary. Machu Picchu sits between two active fault lines high above the Urubamba River, surrounded by steep cliffs and sharp mountain ridges. Strategically, it is defensible. Yet archaeological evidence suggests it was not primarily a military fortress. So why here? Scholars generally propose three main theories. It may have served as a royal estate, a religious ceremonial center, or an astronomical observation site. Most likely it was a sophisticated combination of all three. One of the most astonishing features of Machu Picchu is its stonework. There is no mortar between the stones. Each block was cut with extraordinary precision, fitted so tightly that not even a blade can slide between them. This technique, known as ashlar masonry, allowed the structures to withstand constant seismic activity. During an earthquake, the stones shift slightly, absorbing and distributing the energy. When the tremor ends, they settle back into place. In modern engineering terms, this reflects a principle of flexible stability. This was not primitive construction. It was intentional, intelligent design. The city also includes advanced drainage systems, agricultural terraces to prevent erosion, and sophisticated water management. At 2,430 meters above sea level, crops such as maize and potatoes were cultivated successfully thanks to carefully engineered microclimates created by the terraces. The Incas were also meticulous observers of the sky. Several structures in Machu Picchu align with solstices and equinoxes. The Temple of the Sun is positioned so that sunlight enters precisely during key astronomical events. The famous Temple of the Three Windows reflects Inca cosmology, which divided existence into three realms. Hananpacha, the upper world, represented by the condor. Kpacha, the earthly realm of humans, symbolized by the puma. Ukupacha, the underworld, associated with the serpent. This was not just architecture, it was a world view expressed in stone. In the 1530s, Spanish forces invaded Inca territory. However, there are no direct records of Spaniards ever discovering Machu Picchu. It was likely abandoned due to political collapse, internal conflict, or the devastating impact of European diseases such as smallpox. For centuries, it remained hidden in the mountains. In 1911, American explorer Hiram Bingham brought international academic attention to the site, introducing it to the wider world. Today, Machu Picchu is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Archaeologists generally agree that it functioned as a sacred and elite center, a carefully planned environment where political authority, religion, agriculture, astronomy, and nature coexisted in harmony. But there is another layer to this place. Beyond archaeology and engineering, many visitors describe a powerful atmosphere, something difficult to quantify. Some modern spiritual researchers suggest that Machu Picchu may also function as an energetic center. According to these perspectives, the Andes form part of a broader network of planetary alignments, and Machu Picchu sits at a significant node within that system. Its positioning, astronomical alignments, and the sacred geometry may not have been purely architectural choices, but conscious attempts to harmonize human consciousness with the natural world. Certain regression researchers, including figures such as Dolores Cannon, have proposed that Machu Picchu may have served as a site of initiation, a place designed for spiritual elevation and expanded awareness. These interpretations are not supported by mainstream archaeology. They remain speculative and metaphysical in nature. However, one undeniable fact remains. People who visit Machu Picchu often describe a profound internal shift, a silence, a clarity, a sense of connection. Science can explain how it was built. It can estimate when it was built. It can analyze the tools, the terraces, the seismic engineering. But it cannot fully measure what it feels like to stand there at sunrise, watching light pour over stone that has endured for centuries. Perhaps Machu Picchu was a royal estate. Perhaps it was an astronomical laboratory. Perhaps it was a sacred ceremonial center. Or perhaps it was all of these at once. What is certain is this. Machu Picchu proves that human civilization does not need to dominate nature to achieve greatness. It shows that power and harmony can coexist, that engineering and spirituality can align. The stones are still there. The mountains are still there. The sun still rises at the same angle it did 600 years ago. Maybe the real question is not why Machu Picchu was built. Maybe the real question is why we no longer build with this level of intention. And now I want to ask you, do you see Machu Picchu as a masterpiece of engineering, or as a forgotten center of human consciousness? Let me know what you think.